Cinderella couldn't hack it. Her wedding dress had cost a packet. Her coronet of golden pearls sat neatly on her glossy curls. She'd found a prince, a gorgeous man, a dozen bridesmaids looking glam, a royal coach, the cheering crowd. She should be feeling bold and proud. But hiding in the ladies' room, all Cinder's felt was pending doom. Just like a princess she was dressed, so why should she feel so depressed? She should be smiling, but instead her mind was filled with fear and dread. Around her head a message roared, "Cinderella, you're a fraud." And to herself, poor Cinder's cried, "You shouldn't be a royal bride. You're ugly and you're overweight. Go rake your ashes in the grate. You're only fit to be a slave. You'll never learn how to behave. You've got ideas above your station. You don't deserve this celebration." Oh, how often had she heard those voices and those unkind words. Her stepsisters and father's wife had devastated her whole life. She'd been their slave, she'd had no voice. With no escape, she had no choice. How could their spitefulness still spoil her finding out that she was royal? Her handmaid, full of deep concern, assured her, "You'll be quick to learn. It's true your sisters were unkind, but it's time to leave the past behind. Don't think about it anymore. Just focus on the joys in store." So Cinder's shut the door on pain. I'll never mention it again. And deep inside of her she'd hide the child who grieved the mum who died, clinging to memories now blurred of tender gaze and loving words. Her teenage self with murderous plans to bash her sisters' heads with pans and slash their clothes, no more a slave. But how could she ever be that brave? And so she knew she had to hide the shame she felt and be a bride, and smile and laugh and make them proud and never voice her fears out loud. She heard them call her name. "It's time!" The wedding bells began to chime. No going back, don't be a coward. Shoulders back and best foot forward. She'd play the part, survive, get through. It's what she'd always had to do. Dry-eyed, she straightened out her dress, lifted her head, her lips compressed. Her eyes shone bright, her smile grew wide. She steeled herself and stepped outside. Why does the new queen hate me so? Did I upset her? I don't know. Is it something I have done? I hear her voice, I want to run. I want to hide where she can't find me, but suddenly she's there behind me. Her screaming words whirl round my head. It's like she wishes I was dead. I've tried to be a loving child, but even my name just makes her wild. I guess the problem is just me, someone she can't bear to see. The glass she takes down from the wall tells her she's prettiest of us all. It builds her up. Her doubts are gone. She feels secure. She's number one. Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land? The answer is a constant one. Her beauty cannot be outshone. What happened then that changed today? What did that wretched mirror say? She's in a rage. She's all at sea. But why is it somehow about me? And now I'm walking through the wood. I'm feeling lost. This isn't good. I can't go back. I want to cry. If no one finds me, will I die? But then there is a house ahead, and warmth and food, a comfy bed. I want to rest. I am so tired, and yet I'm terrified. I'm wired. The little people are so kind and I can stay and they don't mind. But what if she still finds me here? Will I be safe? Is she still near? Her poison somehow still survives. I still believe her awful lies. I still believe that I'm to blame. I feel the pain, I feel the shame. I made my stepmother so sad. I must conclude that I am bad. It isn't something I have done, it's really simply who I am. I rub my eyes, I sigh, I frown. I think I will just lie down, forget it all and close my eyes. I don't know if it's true or lies. I'll just rest here. I will not weep, forget it all and just sleep. What was her mother thinking of? To send her daughter on her way into the woods alone that day? Was she so busy with her chores she did not see those vulpine jaws? Where the protective mother love? What was her mother thinking of? What was Red Riding Hood about to wander off into the woods, her basket packed up full of goods? Was there no friend, au pair or nanny to go with her to visit Granny? Why did she not protest and shout? What was Red Riding Hood about? And where was Daddy on that day? Did he not see his daughter go and rush outside and call out, "No, I'll take the food for you, my child. The woods are dangerous and wild. You stay at home, have fun and play." So where was Daddy on that day? And why did Granny live out there? If she was ill and stuck in bed, could she not live with them instead? Or have a nurse, live in a home? Not in the woods there, all alone? No shops or friends and wolves that scare? So why did Granny live out there? Why does this story make me mad? I want to take her parents on and tell them that the whole thing's wrong. Red Riding Hood should be protected, secure and cherished, not neglected, abandoned by both Mum and Dad. That's why this story makes me mad. Apparently, it all came good. The story turns out fine and dandy. The woodcutter came in very handy. Justice was done, the wolf was dead, and all the good guys won, it said. The child was rescued in the wood, apparently it all came good. If only it were always true that rescuers turn up to fight and put those nasty wolves to flight. That children, innocent and sweet, can be protected from deceit. There must be more that we can do. If only it were always true. And so I want to rage and shout and let my deep frustration out, wanting to shout never again, trying to rid the world of pain. But take a closer look and see that lost and lonely child is me.